Nginibingelele ngiphindze-ke nginivusele-ke Mswati amahle kuye-ke i-Voice of the People News kanti namhlanje indaba enhleni naye-ke sidifuza we-country sasivele-ke sithelekile-ke Mswati njengoba sibonakala ki-NEC phambi kwami seyivele-ke ikhona
siyambona nadokotela lomkhulu yena-ke
kanti-ke Mswati amahle njengoba sibona-ke ukuthi umsebenzi muhle kakhulu kanti-ke neMswati laphumeleke etatau singathi awona-ke umsebenzi kanti-ke Mswati amahle ngawucela thina sowuvele sowungenile sowungekhathi bese songikhafatela she uthi nje she uthi she indaba enhleni naye-ke sidifuza we-country kuye-ke i-Voice of the People News kanti-ke umsebenzi sowuvele-ke uqalile-ke Mswati amahle njengoba-ke sibona-ke khona ngekhathi
people. Power to the people. Mandla. Viva Swazis First Democratic Front. Viva. Viva. Viva Swazis First Democratic Front. Viva. Viva. Power to the people of Eswatini. Power. Power. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades, it gives me great pleasure and I feel equally honored to be standing in front of you on this August day. It is the day of the 10th of December, which is a day recognized for the upliftment of human rights worldwide. International Human Rights Day falls on this day during the 16 days of activism of no violence against women and children. It falls during a period where we are required to sit back and reflect on issues of human rights. And I do believe that this meeting today is informed by the common purpose to achieve freedom for the people of Eswatini. Power to the people of Eswatini. Allow me to quote a great man, the father of democracy in South Africa, the first black president, Dr. Nelson Mandela, when he spoke, and I quote, "To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity." I understand. I feel your pain. I know the struggle. And I'm going to say this today. May you go out there, continue fighting, and may you conquer. Power to the people once again. Good afternoon. My name is Pretty Dibakwane. I'm known as Pretty D on the airwaves. But tonight, you can, or rather on this day, you can call me Pretty D. I have a nighttime radio show, so that's why I say tonight. So, asingene program yethu, ngisho nje kusekuqala ngicela sithi shayele tandla ukuthi sifinyelele la. This is the day that the Lord has chosen, ne? Yes. And we will rejoice. We will rejoice. We will rejoice. So, as tubekele phambili ngeprogram yethu la sibite Comrade Sphetfo, lo nguyelo tabe asemukela ngalokusemthethweni. Cela ke simphakamise nendlela yakhona.
SFDF, viva! Viva! Viva SFDF, viva! Viva! Viva Comrade Usmaisela, viva! Viva! Viva Comrade Gift, viva! Viva! Viva Comrade Viva! Viva! Viva Comrade Pepile, viva! Viva! Viva Comrade Viva! Viva! Amanda! Away! Two! Comrades, it is with great joy that I stand before you today. It's a privilege, Jehovah Ashido, MC, I think it's a unique day. It's a historical day, and the great quote by Comrade Nelson Mandela, of course, will always linger in our minds. Mine will be short, comrades. I'll be doing the welcoming remarks. Comrade President, may I salute the following leaders. May I salute the People's United Democratic Movement, PUDEMO, and its representatives. May I salute the economic freedom fighters, the executives, CBC Ngaba, they are here. CPS, Communist People's Party, SPLM, Swayoko, SWADEPA, NLC, the diaspora, and the religious fraternity as well. It's also, Amanda! It is also a privilege, comrades, to salute our media fraternity. Kube besingekho la, noma ngabe kube besikhona sisodwa la, umhlaba bekangeke awubone lelilanga lelimatima kangaka. Comrade President, indeed we are honored to have Swaziland News today. SND, Stufuza We Country, the Times of Swaziland, Swazi Observer, Eswatini News Week, all protocol observed, and those that I have not mentioned. Amanda. Comrades, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sphetfo Lamini. I've been given the task to be the Vice or Deputy President of this organization. Please allow me to welcome you to this launch of the Swazis First Democratic Front, SFDF. Today you have the opportunity to hear firsthand what this political party intends to do in order to contribute to the liberation of the Swazi people, as well as play the role in ushering a new dispensation that will focus on social justice, economic emancipation for the people of Swaziland. In our midst today, allow me to recognize the members of the SFDF by regions. I think we do have Shiselwen in our midst. We have Shiselwen comrades here. Please show your hand, maybe stand up if you're here. Amanda! Al-Shiselo. Scott Amanda. Do we have Manzini region here? Comrades from Manzini? Church pastors and the land leaders. If bangeko phela phakamsana nengathi bakhona la on their behalf. Lubombo region? Amanda. Wait, Hoho region? Amanda. Thank you, leaders. Now, Comrade President, members of the executive, these are the comrades who believe that social justice is the answer, and of course joined an organization they did not even know, but trusted us. I'm also recognizing our guests, not in particular of order of importance, who have embraced us here with their presence. Kwame Malula, leaders, and all members who are here, I just want to draw reference to the housekeeping matters. Let us stick to the time frames allocated, and I know that the program director will assist us on that one. And of course, the speakers that will be speaking at this beautiful occasion will be guided by our distinguished program director going forward. And for any assistance, please do us a favor. We have Comrade Pepile, the National Organizing Secretary, whom I'm sure delegated the task to respective members who are here. Comrade Memo, DSG as well, is going to be assisting us in case of anything, particularly outside the boundaries of this session. We are all welcome, ladies and gentlemen, comrades, to this celebration. And I'm hoping that you will find joy. It is a privilege and an honor to know and to learn that Swaziland is indeed getting into a multi-party democracy. This is an opportunity for all of us to embrace the beauty of having diversity, either in ideology, in thinking, in culture. We welcome this new baby, which I'm sure, Comrade President, will be going forward and start crawling as soon as yesterday. And away too. And we know very well for a fact, there are prevailing sentiments that this baby was born out of despair. It is not the truth, comrades. We are here today to give diversity and options to our people. And therefore, we are all welcome. Enjoy this beautiful launch. Amanda! Wait, two.
I thought you were going to break in song. It's as expected. Seven just one revolutionary song as we continue with our program. Amalungelo, amalungelo wethu, amalungelo, amalungelo wethu, amalungelo wethu, Comrade Sphetfo for that, I would say it's an inaugural introductory speech, the way you presented it. I'm sure everyone who is here now understands the mission at hand. We all understand the mission. Amanda, power to the people. Sitawumema umfundisi asonzele kuye lomzala wethu insuku kude bonke kutawubusiseka. Sethemba ukuthi sibambisene kahle kakhulu lapho simema Pastor S Makhubu usasonzele ngaphambili. Ngitawucela nje simsukumise ngale yakhe ingoma naye atawudiva amukelekile.
Ayayayo 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 iso ayayayo 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 iso ayayayo
Hallelujah. Namasati datinweme kontra ngitaki namboki. Unjani ngala nakatalwa akakhulumi nje. Lo ngakhuluma bese kuyaphumsela singabona ukuthi akusiyo umfana lo. Hallelujah. Siyabonga kakhulu bazantu basashito Apostle S Makhubu. Siyathokoza ukuthi sibe khona la first and foremost. Sinyende singisi la. Bayethelela nami ukuthi ndathi ngisishwampulutha MC wethu na dokotela weva lokuthi umnanjana ngendlela abakhuluma ngayo. Uqala ngicela ukuthi being the president of Swaziland First Democratic Front Comrade Busie sibekelele bengizindawo shadanda nitsamandla forward president Busie forward Swaziland First Democratic Front forward Deputy President Sphetfo forward Gift forward Pepile forward. Hallelujah. Thank you very much, MC, and all the music media houses lakhona lapha as awashito MC Stofuza, Voice of the People, Swazi News Week, Times of Swaziland, Swazi News, vile ukuthi Swazi Democratic News Theater, Times of the Observer, masinyane tabangenile zulu. Praise the Lord. Siyabonga kakhulu sibonga ama comrades bazalwane ukuthi sifike la sitawubona lo mfana nakadalwa. Sibonga nje lokukhulu kakhulu ukuthi out of all the confusion lebase yabakhona in between le team le with Swalimo, but they decided we have to start to add another pain to the regime. Siyajabulela lokho ukuthi abakakhiphithi inkomo ukuthi bayoxolisa kula bagciladi beMswati, but bathi no, we cannot surrender to the regime, but what we are going to do, we are going to add much more pain. So it's a giant step, more especially as Africans. We've got a syndrome of Wesaba Kala Ido, but was a Wakala one step, was a Wakala Ido, other steps at Aulanze. So Stella Pusho Logutsi, Ntela Muti, Niema Lotina Zumkulume, ngikhulume on behalf of inhlangano ngisoka spiritual commissioned Christian movement but ngicela ukukhuluma lokho mhlambe naningithe lithuka lapho nyalo asengisho lelivesi ngihlale phasi ngoba ngidovula ngomthandazo amen so excited kakhulu ukuthi angathi utawushona kumangololo because lapha sokakhala ubunye ebuhlungu ngoba we want our liberation if nangabe khona lo nga understand ukuthi kwenteka ngangwane funa saluqala manje understand ukuthi in as much as we see ukuthi sidilateka kanjani but sitawubakha lobuhlungu and we are a generation that will never surrender to the present regime. Now abakhona lokucabanga kuyekela hayi lesikhathi lesi sendlule khasala abanye ama giants lakhonile but sine si last generation to take over the government. Amen. Amandla awethu Genesis 1 verse 1 and 2 the Bible it says in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Verse 2 and then the earth was formless, void, and darkness was under the surface of the deep. When the Bible says in the beginning will never begin unless God begin the beginning. Because before the beginning was called the beginning. Without God there is no beginning. Because in the beginning, God. If you want to begin anything, if you don't begin with God, you have never begun. Because every beginning that will have a success, it's when you begin with God. Oh, glory be to God. And once you begin, God began to create. There's a difference between formation and creation. Udala would say there is nothing there. We strongly believe what the Swazi First Democratic Front, there is nothing there. But we know that every journey, they tell Sugo Hambe Mayo. Now we're Kulungul Pambi. And the Sifuna Pume, Loses Kona Teneba Fundisi, Labulum Zabala Mass Democratic Movement. We would say in every event, in all political parties, they must make it a point that they give God time, start, because learning this regime that we are fighting for, it is strong territorial spirit. Speeches, but if God is not centered in our liberation, in our freedom, this giant that we are fighting with, it will defeat us. That's why we are happy today to stand in a new party and be a history maker. Fear not, God is with you. I think almost since I've started ministry in 2014, one of my young pastors, some of the Bangshila ministry, Baba was a better Maquata to tell Akulaba Blexema Yoga Indo, but you can Bame Mayan, who's a better Badusuma and Lebanon. Glory be to God. I invited them, but never Puma flew, but Nasama Seven, they invited me with Baba, come and see what we have done. Glory be to God. I know very well what will call it Puma Fuana. But no matter what Spanish, the one and a bit, Taushan and a bit, and it Taushan and a bit. Because Munio Nyam is full of Pumabu. No matter figure of liberation, it's not 100 to my party. But no Nyam is not Pumabu. Nyam with freedom, you must want. So, in front of what would say, I strongly believe that with God, I work with these giants. I work with them. I don't doubt. I know their wisdom. I know Tito. I'm not in any political party, but I'm in a political agenda. I'm not good in political party lembuyo, but in agenda, full force, 100%, pushing the struggle up until we get into our liberation. Amen. In closing, 3 minutes. Number 1, number 2, and number 3, darkness was under the surface of the deep. Number 1, we are in a country where we see wilderness all over. In the wilderness is a place where we don't know whether Southfige Kenan. Asad no must Southfige Kenan because the wilderness. Number 1, a wilderness in a corner. Attest your identity if you are a son of man. Why don't you change this bread, these stones into bread? There is a lot of things that are going on in our mass democratic movement. This one is blaming this one. It's a place where you feel so laborious. What no matter how figure, not no matter democracy, glory be to God. But though we're in the wilderness, we begin with God. Number 2, the Bible is formless. Formless, you don't say shapeless. Now the struggle is shapeless. Now the struggle is formless. Sarai is shapeless. But in Mswati, in the beginning, in the beginning, God. Struggle is a Mswati, sing a Kulungul, singniwe, Mswati, friend of Cleo. Asenza abathina abafundisi labafuna kudla bakhulume bathi Nkosi ayihleke labakhulume bathi Inkosi manager asenza abanethi lambi lethu leswathi ngothina ukuthi uNkulunkulu Mswati umbhalele mene tekere ufasile lo sakwathi lo ifana ngiboni asithinga ngako kuze ehle uNkulunkulu atshele Mswati atshele regime ukuthi abonelele but leswathi ukuthi lesandla sengenjani sibani noma ungasuthi asiyephili noma ungasuthi abonakali uformless but what we know we have begun with God. The liberation of a Mswati agasiyo Mswalimo agasiyo Mswazi First Democratic Front agasiyo Putemo agasiyo LNC agasiyo Tinyonyane agasiyo ini but it's about God because if Swaziland was declared the pulpit of Africa, that's why God will use Swaziland First Democratic Front, will use Putemo, will use Swayoko, will use SPLM, will use all the political parties and the union for us to win our struggle. I see you, but though our struggle now is formless, but I'm telling you, let's push. Let's not change. I'm I know what pastors tisho balani na noma nibhale manga lapha noma nibhale ngakiniso hambani yobhala nibachele ukuthi lo mfundisi uthi uyafuna inkululeko sitayithola kuthi generation letako letawusitshela ukuthi nani kuphi ujena live lelive leMswati lelive sathatha sibona into inye. Comrade President Busie, Comrade Sphetfo sibona into inye ukuthi nithathe a giant step to add another pain to the regime. I was just scrutinizing, what are you thinking wherever you are? Several cool comrade gift. I used to be with you on the ground and comrade Pepe. But one thing that I know, Basaran, now it can be shapeless. It is village, but now ministry. We will attend 2 weeks. Sunday school on day. Ngale bathenga sale school ubuspende yonke imali. But isaqhubeka, people they begin to understand your vision. They begin to understand what to pretend. Paint the picture up until we get into a liberation. Lastly, the Bible says the earth, darkness was under the surface of the deep. When we speak of darkness, we speak of vision. When we speak of that, there is no vision, no future. It might seem but it may seem as if it's dark, but you must know very well, God speaks to the darkness that let there be light. I prophesy to our country, Mswati, let there be light in the name of Jesus. Let there be light in the name of Jesus. From today onwards, I declare, through Swazi First Democratic Front, there will be light in Mswati, in Swaziland, in the name of Jesus. Now, get up, comrades, and then I'm going to pray. Lift up your hands. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Baba siyabonga nkulunkulu. Siyabonga Alpha, siyabonga Omega. Ndala shona ngemagama emva kwami sonke la ngekhathi. Thani uNkulunkulu. Wasezulwini. Ngegama lika Jesu. Nangamandla kaBongcwele. Siyabonga Nkosi Jesu. Nayiphathilesha. Ngegama lika Jesu. Lapha uhlambuluka sisamangololo. Ngegama lika Jesu. Lo usina bakhathile. Sebayifile. Sebayati. Ngegama lika Jesu. iJericho yeva uthi Israyeli uyeda ngegama lika Jesu. Nkosi Jesu siyabonga. Qinisa nayicabinet yaSwazi First Democratic Front ngegama lika Jesu. Ngegama lika Jesu banikete amandla, banikete sibinzi sekuqhubeka bangaye emuva ngegama lika Jesu. Nkosi Jesu uNkulunkulu hamba nabo, qinisa amacala abo, vala indlebe bangevalutho, balwele inkululeko yeMswati. Baba siyabonga egameni lika Jesu manje naphakathi. Amen. Baba siyabonga uNkulunkulu egameni lika Jesu Kristu. Siyabonga Moyingcwele. Fihla abantwana bakho Nkosi. Fihle bonke lo msebenzi wokusaqhubeka. Now all the political parties la khona la. Siyabonga baba uthona amandla onke egameni lika Jesu Kristu. Lord, we thank you. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
What a moving message from the man of God. Let us give him a round of applause. Indeed, if my people humble themselves before me and call my name, I will help them. So nanyalo uNkulunkulu uyasiva. Uyasibona inhliziyo tethu. Ngoba furthermore kuthiwa the Lord is nearer to those who are broken-hearted. And I'm sure that you did not take that journey from the kingdom of Eswatini to come to the Republic of South Africa because you are happy. Something is driving you, something is pushing you, and may the Lord help you win. And I do believe that you have already won. Do give yourselves a round of applause.
Amen. Amen.
That's it. The purpose of freedom is to create it for others. And this quote is by Bernard Madamant, and it is also attributed to Nelson Mandela. The purpose of freedom is to create it for others. But I wanted to also highlight the fact that I am proud of you guys today, Lenila, because you guys don't have freedom. Yet you are brave enough, you are strong enough, you are determined enough to try and create freedom for others. Give yourselves a round of applause. Let's move on along with our program. We call upon Comrade Mema, who will be doing the introduction of guests. And also be mindful of time, comrades. Amandla, power to the people of Eswatini. Power to the people of Eswatini. Viva Swazis First Democratic Front, viva! Viva!
Comrades, Director of Programs, President, fellow comrades, members of the media, members of the religious fraternity, political organizations, I greet you today. Amanda! Amanda! Fellow comrades, it is an honor today to stand before you and address you. I am humbled indeed to be in this organization. At times, there are memories and pains that comes. But I thank God that we are here, and we are here kuto khulumisa nekuto sukumisa inhlangano lekufuna ithathe umzabalazo umikise phambili. Fellow comrades, ma comments ami ngicela kuwabeka lapho and do exactly what I am tasked to do today. I am here to welcome and recognize all our guests who are in our midst, and we are grateful and thankful to all of the guests that responded to our invitations. The guests are as follows. I am not going to mention you by name because some of the political parties have sent delegates and therefore are more than one. So we have Podemo inside our midst. We want to thank you, comrades, from the biggest movement in Swaziland, for the experience you've always had and have in our struggle in Swaziland, and for the encouragement you always give. We welcome you. SPLM, Swavisa, EFF, community organizers. We have heard that the community organizers have recently elected their committee, and one of their members is Comrade Zipporah. We have worked with Comrade Zipporah, and we want to congratulate him for being elected the NOS of the community organizers. We have Lubumbano, and ladies and gentlemen, in our midst, we have got the people's lawyer, who is none other than Comrade Maxwell Ngambole. We also want to thank him for the dedication he has. For the dedication he has and the love he has for the comrades. I want to thank you all, and we welcome you all in our organization. I thank you.
I'm impressed. Let's give him a round of applause once more. He understood the assignment. That's how we normally put it in South Africa. Since he understood the assignment, he came and he did what he was supposed to do. Well done. Thank you so much to Comrade Mema. Let's continue, ladies and gentlemen, with our program. We are trying to be as timeous as we can be, taking into account allow me to call upon Comrade Gift Dlamini to do the greatest task of the day. I'm sure you are equal to the task, my man.
Viva SFDF, viva! Viva! Viva Swazis first, viva! Viva! Amanda! Angeke ntifane nje inhlangano bandaba besenkhohlwa yinye sebayinkingi. Ebuvamisa ukuthi bese sekuba kabi lokho ngendlela tax engidele yona. Ngeja inhlitweni yami ngithi Amanda totonke. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm called upon to do a very difficult, but I'm honored to do this task. To introduce a stalwart in the business sector, a person that distinguished herself and cannot be patronized in a good umuntu wesifazane. What did prove about we lead a long time ago? The comrade lady, the comrade la pata lidoloba nasezulwini. And during her time, the minister wangolo beka khona wadosa amadini. Wakhishwa kuyanzawo, wagcina shintshe ama decisions lamadima kabi. The comrade lady, comrade lo introduceako, lexite nase struggle la khona sene spark sathabani kobonye sekala struggle. Wasuyadivenda kwekuthi noma ama privileges takanganani bekasonzele ayi personal friend yemakhosikazi Mswati anema opportunities onke ngeje wa choose to stand with the people. This is the comrade who saved a life of one of the leaders of Swalimo. Uyaphila because wasitwa nguye wamescape Mswati. This is the comrade of wakhipha imali kiki to make sure kwekuthi uqala one in numbers of the largest movement in Swaziland, in numbers, in quantity, in people. Yes, this is the comrade who's so selfless and the court in Fitagafe kwekuthi we create freedom for others. Let's spend that we might not benefit seen, but we're actually doing it for others. Is selfless. Allow me to introduce you to you, ladies and gentlemen, a leader, a listener, a powerful woman, a president that is not given the title because we just give to her, but deservedly so. Comrade Busie, the president of the president. Yes.
so much. Ngibonge kakhulu etikhulumeni tethu lesititengembili kwami. Ikakhulu ngibonge kakhulu umfundisi emagama lawashilo. Ngiyasubscribe kule mhono la ishumayelayo. Amen. I have with me a team that I respect so much. Lebese ifuna umfundisa ngoba lana ngitetolalele angeti kutolida ngihambe embili but ngitolida together. Ngihamba ke nemadvodza nabomake lengibathemba kakhulu labanginiketa indlela ukuthi ngawuhamba kanjani. Kepha ngawucela ucale ngibabuke ngisho ukuthi lokunye mhlawumbe ngawuphondla endleleni ningixolele because I know you are scholars. Scholars are a direction. I love to be surrounded by scholars. Yes. Thank you so much, Comrade SG, our SG, for the introduction. But I just remembered one other things that I achieved in my lifetime, which I'm not sure if I deserved it or because when the King of Swaziland turned 44 years, in his birthday party, I was named amongst the Swazis that got honorary 44th birthday award. I realized where far I come from. But today I'm standing unshaken because I'm certain that I'm in the right side of history.
That's right.
Oh my. I have, like I've told you, I have a speech that was written by my team because we work as a team. This speech represents who we are. But allow me to give you my heart.
Yeah.
My heart is in the plight of a Mswati. I'm coming from a background where I cannot even answer my family how I chose to leave everything. Everything that looked fine because I could afford to have 5 houses in Ezulwini. I could afford to have 3 cars in the garage. Yet I chose to stand with the poor because I am a Swazi.
Yeah.
Not only I am a Swazi, but I'm a woman. If you're a woman, you become a mother and a mother of all. And I'm standing here not as a leader of the new party, but I'm standing here as a mother. I am standing here as someone that young women are aspiring to be like. I am faulty in many ways. Sometimes I follow my heart, but I'm one person that when I discover that I've taken a wrong road, I don't apologize to turn back and look for the right road. Yes. And I never wait for approval. That is me. Some of you here don't know who I am in terms of family. I'm a single mother of 3 lovely children. My kids are 3 and they are not very young. So there's a lot of explanation that I need to do each time I take these decisions. But now they've allowed me to be, and they're proud that I'm here. I am a first daughter in the Maisela family in the Chiselani region. which makes me the great aunt in the family. Bo auntie ke siyabathi sibeta nemandla lamakhulu in the families. I have that as well, but I choose to stand with the Mswati. I am humbled by your presence, leaders, especially when I see leaders coming from well-established organizations. I am humbled because also I have people that are full here, that are coming as far as Lavumisa, that just believed in a dream, that just believed in a brand. And I am indebted, and I'll forever be indebted for your love and support on this day. But allow me, leaders, to go through the speech, which is the heart of our movement. Let me start by being official. I officially greet our program director, who is a woman. When she heard that I'm a woman starting and launching a party, she was more than excited because she also believes in supporting other women. Thank you so much, Maggie. You didn't know me, but you believed in the dream. Thank you for coming. Representatives of political parties, trade unions, civil society present here, the People's United Democratic Movement representatives, Udemo, the Swazi Democratic Party, SWADEPA, and your executives, EFF Swaziland, Economic Freedom Fighters, Eswatini, Swaziland Liberation Movement, SWALIMO, the Swaziland Youth Congress, the Swaziland People's Liberation Movement, SPLM, the Communist Party of Swaziland, the Ngwane National Liberatory Congress, NNLC, Inhlava, Sivesiyinqaba, civil and political organizations, SUDF, Swavisa, Lubumbano, EUD, Vuvulane Farmers Association, SCCM, SWATCOW, SNAT Tukoswa, representatives of political parties, trade unions, and civil organizations from the Republic of South Africa, our host. The African National Congress, ANC Mpumalanga, the Mpumalanga EFF. I also believe that there is a Satu Mpumalanga and Sanko Mpumalanga in our midst. We appreciate the hosting and the embracing us with your presence. Members of the press, both from Swaziland and Republic of South Africa, thank you for taking time to cover this launch while there are equally competing significant events all over. We hear that the SAPC is hosting its provincial conference here in Bombela, and we wish them a successful provincial conference. Members of the newly formed political party, Swazis First Democratic Front, you have exercised blind faith and trusted us before you were exposed to anything. Thank you for coming, and ours is a long road to freedom. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, comrades young and old, all protocol observed. I greet you today with mixed feelings feelings of joy and sadness all at once because of what is currently taking place in our beloved country that has turned into a bloodshed zone. I am joyful because despite everything that is happening in our country, Swazis have remained resolute and hopeful. They are both hopeful that things will turn out for the best. The resilience of Swazis from all walks of life is humbling. Before me today, I'm looking at the evidence of hope and resilience. The commitment to win the struggle for liberation in Swaziland and realize social justice and economic freedom for all. I am, however, sad the recent horrific reports coming from Swaziland are in their entirety gory, shocking, and devastating. A lawyer representing Swazi activists recently survived an assassination attempt when his car was targeted and shot with flood of bullets. We are lucky, comrades, that the comrade is among us today. And can I allow him? Oh. Yes, we have him here, and we thank God for his life. We cannot have a country like that, Mswati. We have to stop this as soon as yesterday. We hear reports that there are 3 comrades that we now refer to as the Mkondo 3. These comrades were tortured by police who arrested to investigate instead of investigating to arrest. One cannot forget that comrades Baktete and Tandeni are languishing in prison for crimes they never committed, and they are constantly being refused bail, while they are known killers who walk freely in the streets of Swaziland. It would take me the whole day narrating the political and economic exiles that include Comrade Makaukau, the president of Swalimo, Comrade Pius, the CPS International Secretary, and many others. Besides these shenanigans, there are human rights abuses that are reported daily that are as a result of the Tinkudla autocratic regime since 1973. I believe we are at the crossroad as a country. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen and comrades, that before I submit what alternative we ought to take to recognize people and political organizations that have done an exceptional job to make sure that the fighting spirit is maintained until today. Some of them we never understood what they were saying because we were blind to the truth. The Ngwane National Liberatory Congress, NNLC, was founded on the 12th of April 1963 as a breakaway party from the Swaziland Progressive Party, SPP, led by Dr. J.J. Nubu. The party won 3 seats out of 24 in the state elections and was the first opposition to a parliament dominated by Imbogot National Movement. Begindlela Tigwe Ngwenya was deported by the ruling elite on suspicion that he was not a Swazi. Therefore, he could not be a parliamentarian. This was done in total disregard of the courts of the land which ruled in his favor. So we are in a country where there is no rule of law. In 1973, the ruling party couldn't tolerate the NNC as an opposition party and therefore banned it. The leadership of the party was detained for 60 days without trial. The majority of its members that were able to escape went to Tanzania, a Pan-Africanist state friendly with the party. After serving a long period in Tanzania, the ruling class negotiated the return of the president, Dr. Mswati. In 1997, the party reorganized itself through an interim committee led by Jimmy Klopp. After the death of party president Dr. Mswati, the party buried him on the 28th of March 1998 in a show of overwhelming public support in which King Mswati was represented. At the end of November 1998, the party had its congress in which Mr. Obed Mfanyana Dlamini, a former prime minister, won the presidency. In the 1999 elections, the party opposed the country's electoral system and boycotted the elections. Some members registered and participated in the elections. These members were taken to a disciplinary hearing where they were expelled. However, in 2003, the party did not have a positional resolution on the elections, for which it opened opportunities for individuals in the party to participate in the elections. The party's president participated in the elections and won entry as a member of parliament into Mhlambeni in Gqeberha. The NNLC has associated itself with the Swaziland Democratic Alliance and National Constitutional Assembly. Why am I taking time narrating this illustration? Illustrates history of this party. Today, as we launch the Swazis First Democratic Front, we need to learn from those that have traveled the dangerous terrain of the struggle for liberation. For us to make informed decisions, it is evident that participating in the Dinkundla sham of elections has not yielded any positive result from the 1970s to present. What was faced by Comrade Begindlela in 1972 is faced by Comrade Matete and Mthandeni in 2021 and 2022. A regime that does not uphold the rule of law, but the rule of power. As the Swaziland First Democratic Fund, we see no value in participating in the elections pre-liberation. The People's United Democratic Movement, a democratic socialist political organization. This ideology needs not to be confused with the social democracy embraced by the Swazis First Democratic Front. The People's United Democratic Movement was formed in 1983 at the University of Eswatini. Its 1985 manifesto stated that it was fully dedicated to creating a democratic Swaziland, that the country's wealth shall be enjoyed by all citizens and shall be shared equally, that the land shall be given to all those who work it, that there shall be free, compulsory, universal and equal education for all children, and the human rights shall be observed and respected. QDemo called for democratic reforms in 1988, 1990 and 1991. QDemo rejected King Mswati's the third 1991 commission to review the Dinkundla system and the King's 1992 commission on electoral reforms. King Mswati III responded by suspending the legislature and began to rule by decree. From this organization, we learn consistency, resilience by all means. Recently, Comrade Benzi, who suffered in Swaziland prisons, passed on after having demonstrated an undying spirit. Amanda, Comrade Benzi, Amanda. Amanda. Long live, Comrade Benzi, long live. Long live. It is in that undying spirit of countless comrades and friends who paid the ultimate sacrifice that motivate us. Their deaths cannot be in vain, and Swaziland First Democratic Front vow to honor them to the death. Amandla. A struggle is not a struggle unless there is a vanguard group of people in the form of communists. The Communist Party of Swaziland, CPS, is a Swazi Communist Party founded on the 9th of April 2011. It was banned shortly after its founding by the king, the country's king, Mswati III, and operates in exile, South Africa. The party describes itself as democratic, anti-racist, anti-sexist. It aims, among other things, give all political parties in Eswatini legal status and the current monarchy and safeguard workers' rights and organize and unionize. The activism shown by CBS in Swaziland is encouraging. Recently, they were seen challenging Bemandi not to harass the people of Swaziland. There are several works of bravery that they have been displayed by the CPS, propelled by their ideological ground through the famous political summer schools. Then there is Swazi Democratic Party, SFDF. SFDF was established in 24 September 2011 by long-term veterans in the democracy movement with a background largely in the trade union supplemented by other civil society institutions such as churches. The leaders of the party were amongst the architects behind the strategy that the democracy movement has pursued since 1993, with undemocratic elections being held every 5 years. However, with the approval of a new constitution in 2005, the organization was set up in 2011 in trying to change the system from within by contesting the elections. Not substituting mass mobilization, but supplementing it. The organization applies a pragmatic strategy of constructive and engaging opposition to the regime, which both serves the purpose of securing its own political room for maneuvering while demonstrating to the regime and to its citizens that demands for democracy doesn't necessarily imply radicalism, republicanism, and an overhaul of society and culture. This is a balancing act in a context of political repression and recurring police brutality, which bounds for extremist views. But SFDF considers this to be the right strategy, also keeping in mind that no other strategies have proven successful thus far, in their opinion. We learned from SFDF that there is room for engagement with the opposition. That is now the enemy. I will hasten and say this position might have been the best before June 2021. I believe Comrade JJ, as President Jan Stole was fondly known, could have changed his mind after June 2021. Another political party that emerged is the Freedom Fighters of Swaziland, EFF Swaziland. The Economic Freedom Fighters of Swaziland, EFF, is an economic emancipation political movement which seeks to act in the interest of all Swazis, Africans and people of the world, striving for socialism and economic emancipation in our lifetime. The ultimate aim of the EFF is the realization of socialism through people's power and the establishment of state that responds to the needs of its people. The EFF Swaziland is a radical left, anti-capitalist, anti-imperialist movement with an internationalist outlook anchored by popular grassroots formations and struggles. EFF Swaziland will be the vanguard of community and workers' struggles and will always be on the side of the people. This is a political party that has attracted a lot of young, and they have kept the struggle active by their constant organizing, mobilizing, and presence on the ground. Amanda, EFF, Amanda. Then you have the Swaziland People's Liberation Movement, SPLM, and the Swaziland Liberation Movement, SWALIMO. These two organizations, though relatively new, have made an impact on the Swazi struggle through the show of commitment and dedication. One cannot forget to mention Sivesingaba political movement. They are the only political formation that has had a historical representation in parliament and government because of how they were founded and positioned. Sivesingaba is a resource when it comes to giving evidence how impossible it is to change the government from within. Then they have attempted for decades with no success. There are other players in the politics of Swaziland that one would have no time to mention, not because they are not important, but because time does not permit us. I also want, as a woman leader, to now concentrate on the women leaders. I have been talking about men in the struggle. I also want to give a big salute to the women that have been in the struggle. There are many female leaders that have been in the forefront. We would not have been gathered here today without their contribution to the struggle. I would not be standing here before you, comrades. They are the ones that have given me the strength to want to stand up and fight for the liberation of our people. The female leaders that I am talking about today is the current NNLC President, Sibongile Mazibungu. Comrades, I am talking about a woman who led teachers through a number of head-on collisions with the states. We also have the PPA leader, Comrade Nombulelo Mota, who is also the leader of EFF Swaziland. I salute Comrade Nombulelo. There is also another comrade by Comrade Zodwa Mponza, the current Deputy President of Kudemo. A veteran of the struggle who stood side by side with Kilsilon Shogwe, Mario Masugu, Comrade Ndungisi Makanya. With that said, I salute these great women. Standing on the shoulders of great men and women, we as a nation remain at crossroads. We need to decide and decide now. The comrades that were massacred in June 2021 are counting on us. The ones that were maimed, as in our midst we have Swazis, are counting on us. And yes, the tertiary students with no scholarships and end up committing suicide are counting on us. Amen. The middle class employee that is taxed to the bone with no social justice for the tax paid is counting on us. The business community that is frustrated by the mafia currently operating in Swaziland is counting on us. Then the question is, who are the us that we are counting on? It is all the political organizations that I have counted above, and the new political player to be launched today, the Swazis First Democratic Front. It is the Political Party Assembly, PPA. It is the Multi-Stakeholder Forum, MSF. It is Lubumbano Mswati, and all other political formations that exist in Swaziland. it is the civil society organizations that are supporting the calls for a democratic Swaziland that include, but not limited to, women organizations, concerned churches, church leaders, Swazis, and others. We have but one assignment. In the next 24 months, Inkundla regime must be a thing of the past. Let me repeat. In the next 24 months, the Inkundla regime must be a thing of the past. By saying this, can I unpack it? It means we are not going to the elections. With the history I have just narrated, it is clear that we have but only one solution to the political challenge we are facing. This is to seek robust ways of pushing and pulling the regime to the round table. Pushing and pulling, and whatever. This needs our young men and women to stand up and be counted. It calls for men and women to stand ready, for this now is a do or die situation. Dire situations call for extreme means. The Swazis First Democratic Front is calling for all of us to unite and start doing the only thing that needs to be done. That is face the enemy pound for pound. Liberation, as it has been said, it is not a fruit that falls when it is ripe. We need to make the fruit of our liberation fall. And that means we need to commit to the only alternative that we all did not wish for, but it is the only alternative. He who has an ear, let them hear what the Spirit says to the political parties. Let me turn my attention to the Swazis First Democratic Front, the political party we are here to launch today in this auspicious occasion. One would ask, if there are political parties, why found another one instead of joining any of the existing ones? That question needs to be answered in the most genuine way possible. As Swazis, we are advocating for a multi-party dispensation. And the first valid reason is simply that the right to freedom of conscience, expression of an association, that could have been achieved in other political parties, and that brings us to the core reason, the issue of ideology. It has been said that a revolutionary with no ideology is nothing but a criminal. The Swazi First Democratic Front has spotted a gap in ideology when it comes to pragmatic and bold social democratic approach to politics that deals with the issues of social justice and economic freedom, that leads to the addressing of issues that are affecting women, the youth, workers, and the environment. Social democracy has proven to be the solution across continents, where it is practiced mainly in the Nordic countries and Europe. The value of social democracy are universal and sit well with being African, as they promote the idea that you are because we are. Umuntu umuntu ngebantu. The SFDF believes in communal, that is, social justice approach, in dealing with the political and economic issues facing our country, continent, and the world. And the SFDF is canvassing and advocating for social, just, and democratic society. Why the name Swazis First Democratic Front? It is simple, another way of saying justice for each and every Swazi. Whatsoever that we do, it is Swazis that should take preeminence, not any political party, organization, or individual. The name Swazis First Democratic makes it a lifetime agenda of every member of SFDF that we are all servants of one another and seek social justice and economic freedom each for the other. This should be and remain the DNA of the political party to prioritize policies, agendas, and actions that consider Swazis' welfare first ahead of their own. I therefore urge all the members present here today that in the SFDF leadership, is servanthood. And you literally work for the people. It is for that reason that we shall be holding a national conference to elect a new leadership for the SFDF within 6 months from today. All the members here are expected to assist the Interim National Executive Committee to prepare for the national conference. When you get home, mobilize members in ward, branch, and region. As a collective, identify a minimum of 3 strong leaders that will come as delegates to the inaugural Congress. We want to get the leadership issues out of the way so that we can focus on the struggle 100%. I urge the members to read the documents here provided today, as they are guidelines to how best can we work in the SFDF. You are going to leave this launch today having in your hand the founding principles, that is our manifesto, the Constitution, the Constitution. Policy statements, strategy, and tactics. These documents hereby presented to you as working documents that will help guide us all as we set up this political party that will be expected by Swazis to operate with integrity. The NEC has assisted in identifying the regional coordinators, women, and youth presidents. These leaders are expected to work with speed to identify the rest of the leaders utilizing the guiding documents. The NEC remains ready to assist, and we have complete trust in the leaders we have identified, and these leaders, like the NEC, shall be in office for 6 months. Then there shall be a regional elections, women's league elections, and youth league elections respectively. Leaders must practice what they preach. It would be folly of me, comrades, if I do not make the following position clear from the beginning. There has been much debate and thoughts over key issues, and we have come to the following conclusion. The SFDF will not participate in any elections until This means, therefore, the legal shame of an election is shunned with the disgust it deserves. We will not be participating. On the issue of Facebook squabbles, we are not expecting any members to participate in the to practice the detestable ukudla or ukudlana in the name of defending SFDF. Comrades and leaders of SFDF, the political party itself does not need to be defended by using vulgar language and slurs on Facebook or any other social media. Others can do it, but we cannot, because Swazis are us, despite political affiliations. Always remember our values. Our values are freedom, equality, solidarity, diversity, and fairness. Comrades, I want to pass my gratitude for and behalf of my team for gracing this occasion. I want to thank the members of SFDF who, upon hearing the aspiration to found a new political party, they did not even know the name but chose to join the political party anyway. Do you see it? I want to thank Mkhulu Mkhaliphi in particular. Your speech, Mkhulu, have contributed immensely to the liberation struggle. We thank you as Swazis. Comrade Bambata Mario Masu will forever be engraved in our hearts. He was in and out of prison and passed on fighting for our freedom. Comrade J.J. Sithole, for his role in 1996-97 SFTU strike that brought the country to a standstill. He too passed on fighting for the liberation of Swaziland. Comrade Albi Temba Damini of NNLC, he's selfless as a doctor assisting comrades when they have been brutalized by the regime, and his writing in the newspaper where he exposed the regime cannot go unnoticed. There are many comrades to recognize. We come as a new political party to continue where they ended and complement the efforts of those that are still fighting. It is for that reason that the SFDF shall be joining the political party assembly and the multi-stakeholder forum, as well as create alliance with all other political formations, because we believe in collaboration. One cannot forget to mention the role played by SNAT. The struggle for liberation is vibrant because SNAT makes it strong. The leadership collective of SNAT, as led by President Mbongwa Dlamini, is much appreciated. We know that the regime is withholding his salary, and we need to do something about that. Not just slogans, but action. SWAT Cow Leadership Collective, and we recognize Comrade Sticks Adidumi Nkambule for his role as the Secretary General of this important sector. On the 13th of December 2022, Adidumi. And as we are officially born, we hereby pledge our solidarity. Siyobesko. Thank you once again, and we are looking forward to seeing an end of the Dinkunda regime and be ushered into a new democratic dispensation where social justice and economic freedom shall prevail. Amanda! Amanda!
ke Mswati amahle selosikhona khona ke eNelspruit khona lapho kulonja khona ke inhlangano ye-SFDF kanti ke kuye kweyi-voice of the people ngihlalisana ke sitifuza njengoba sithetha ke bukhoma Mswati amahle njengoba tinjalo tingakahluthwa
Comrades, sesitawujaga ngoba sikhathi sethu sesicishe sihambile but ngicela ningivumele and introduce formally the leadership lengisebenza nayo, the interim leadership. I think it's shito ukuthi this is interim. We are working towards a conference etabakhona in the next 6 months. So Unami that had a dream with my deputy president, Comrade Dr Sphetfo. It's a long story in Zabayet, but here we are now. But we are happy. Comrades, our Secretary General, our Treasurer General, Dr. Nobuhle Madolo. Complex. Right. Our very own Comrade Mema, who is the the Deputy Secretary General. Next to me, I have the National Organizing Secretary, Comrade Pepile. Ngawucela ke ngize ngivete ema leaders lesi 70 days awa identifier lata ubuka ema regions for now, but we know ukuthi our day one is today. Lokusho ukuthi we are still going to be identifying many leaders lesi tawabuka ezisithubeka sisebenza but she's ekamanzini sina Comrade Ngosiphile Seyama ngiceletelanga ndini. Regional Coordinator wakamanzini, Comrade Ngosiphile. And then sina Comrade Ngobo. Ngobo utawubuka yo. bese sesiba na comrade coordinator waselibonjeni Elijah Mangwe. Thank you, comrades. And then we also have our Women's League. Ishiselo ngawucela ukugcina ngayo ngoba ngivela khona. Bathi semaseshiselo bacela ngibanike nje a week. Ngibe bathe ngiyabuka ngabathi no. Ngoba ligcwele ishiselo la. Ngiyacela ukuthi si accept laba labakhona. And then also we have our youth league president, Comrade Sihle. Comrades, ngiyacela ukuthi lawa ama-comrades ngilawa lesisaqala nawo, but we have more leaders lesitawa introduce ezisichubeka. Ngicabanga ukuthi in this meeting ngiyacela ukuthi sisebenzisane nawo. Like I've said, it is the comrades that asibambisa nje ukuthi sisakhele lesikwakha kusize sifike 6 months. Lidasebe ke seniyadicatela democratically. Lema leaders enu nabe nifuna ukubabuyisela sebandizele nibabuyisele. Siyabonga kakhulu comrades, thank you so much. Mswati lana manenga khulu lasinakile, so le diaspora yalana vele tawugcina ku stronghold lesinye ngaphandle kweshiselo la kuya khona. So sitawubamisa ukuvakasha lana kanengi nakhona sesitayibuka leadership yakhona. But ngiyacela comrades, with your permission, I still feel asikadinga isikhathi ukubonga our comrade Maxwell for the selfless work he's doing for our comrades laboshiwe. Ngiyacela ete la ngembili nje angathi ishele linyane comrade ngiyathi sangakuceli. I'm excited to have you.
President nabo bonke bakhulu lo bahamba nawe Mr. President, Madam President, ngibonge emama sizimbone ngibonge baholi bakhona bebaphathi baholi bonke bakhona bemasongo netunion ligama lami ngingu-Maxwell. Baye bathi nasebangathi kahle abafuni lela manje bafuna lela buya ngoba ine-history. But they always think ukuthi ligama lekudlala kanti ligama bani. Ngiwasesiphofaneni ngidalwe khona, ngisebenza khona ne-office khona, so nasebangigijimisa baye bangisuse esiphofaneni ngihambe ngiye eMbabane ngihambe ngiye eNhlangano. Angisathandi ukukhuluma ngale lento ngizabadala because kuke kwathi nakuqala la eMkhondo 3 ngathi ngiyendi update kwawabantu bagcicika ngingade ukuthi bathi hlobo ngicabanga ukuthi ma-conference agcinile ngisekunebadali. So it was painful and they had been beaten. You can imagine what they would tell you for days without food. Ngaphandle kwabo there is even two. I think Usmanga na Mfankola, they were even eligible over 7 days. So I want you to know ukuthi labam le labahleli khona bathi nabafika batshela ukuthi sesicela mana siyophumula eprison. You can imagine basuke babuya phile ngemuva. Every day ushaywe kubekwe tifu bonke. Lolo munye mfana bathi waqaleka kayi-5 empilweni nje kodwa waqaleka kayi-5. So it is what we are living with in Eswatini, but I'll only really talk from the angle if there is anyone, any comrade that you can assist with anything that you can. It could be information. Please do. And I don't even know what happened because when you saw as for finding a prisoner Big Ben, I saw nothing mistake. Follow move could have been following me but I saw the car, to be honest. I would see me at the no man Jabangan, you Nema Yem, Nema permitted Yem about to sell and I could do anything for putting a bad in. I can't put a bad. Nibuka lolonge move ukuthi bathulele nabavulile the first yellow maybe lolonge move yangathi lolonge move angikhanza ke nguye lo khombele ngalesibhamu usi repile ngeskip nangithi ngirevele emoto because like angawane lo wathi ngalento nangithi ngirevele emoto ngembili kana bona abashaya bayagijima ukuthi bese siyaxoshana sele ngibhudule iphume la mgwaqweni ngiyele bacabanga ukuthi ngishayisa le ngale ngatheke siyaxoshana sesiphele Big Ben. Ngathi amaphoyiseni la ndleleni akudubulile ngathi no abakayidubuli imoto because bengingadi lokho bayidubulile until ngifike Big Ben police station ngihambe nemaphoyisa sabe soyibuka imoto bathi ungayi imoto bayidubulile shothi bekumele ingene la lenhlaba bekagejile because wadubula ngesikhathi isihlangana sakhonza la lesibhamu. I could not be animal but lengwadi comrade lengadi yami beyosebenza ukuthi nibe njalo.
Long live to the struggle of the people of Eswatini. Long live. Long live. It has happened before in South Africa, and I am hopeful that what we have seen and witnessed in South Africa, the people of Swaziland will one day get to witness and enjoy the fruits of freedom. Nagakhuluma bhodi la buka ke iminkulumo ya Solomon Mahlangu. He spoke about his blood. And Solomon Mahlangu, as he was departing, sekathathwa ayawuhengwa laphana. Wavalelisa wathi, tell my people that I love them. And they must carry on with the struggle. But most importantly, he said, my blood will nourish the tree that will bear the fruits of freedom. Amandla. Sikia senguleko eMswati nasi. Nisiphethe ngesandla namhla. I really do believe that you will use it to open the door that will lead all the people of Swaziland to freedom. Having said so, I'd like to call upon the organizations, the political organizations that are here with us today, in solidarity with the people of Eswatini, in solidarity with the Swazis First Democratic Front, to come and give their messages of support. Let's be brief. We had made an arrangement, ukuthi lunch yet will be served at 2:30. So sesi delay lapho ke ngicela nje sukumise lama political parties as they come forward for their messages of support to the Swazis First Democratic Front. Power to the people.
Congress ukuthi ngiwabike sakho 2 minutes. Siyapi ukuthi kumele ngene the people's journalist Complex Zwemat, but asalungisa ngicela kuqala kanje. Siqale nge-SCCM itawulandzela i-AUDE bese kutalumbana. Bese balandzelwa ke community organizer organizers NOS, community organizer NOS. Bese kanjalo nabacetha nabasembita laba. Amanda. Nilanzelana nje singasasukumi.
Bayabuya nje
Bese bonke la.
Yes. May we request that representatives to come forward so that we can run through that process quickly. Thank you.
Mandla. Nawethu. Siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you very much, MC. Siyabonga kakhulu na SG. Swazi First Democratic Front. Mina president we spiritual commission movement. Sihamba naye deputy president na somlomo pro wale nhlangano yetenkolo. Asisho baza ukuthi inhlangano yetenkolo kangwane is spiritual commission Christian movement. We support every political party. We are not a political party, but we are in the political agenda. All the organizations are being captured. While in Swaziland, 88% were population yet. Bantu nabaya emasotwe. Very important as the mass democratic movement. It's a science democracy. Similar organization, there is support yemasoto. They don't understand that it is support a democracy. As some over, the church is silent when it comes to the liberation or the freedom of the people of Swaziland. So sisasisho ukuthi siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi lo msebenzi siubone, asikusho ukuthi dala tethu tivulekile in any political party noma bane mcimbi lo kanje noma bane ma congress noma yini sisile part single organization yenkolo kaNgwane sithi we will support every union, we will support every political party, we will support any organization ngekwetenkolo spiritual noma ngabe mhlambe kuna ningasweli ukuthi kuloko singathatha umfundisi langasida. Spiritual Commission Christian Movement is ready to assist, is ready to pray, is mithandazo lesiyendako nema diaspora Dr. Nosi Matosela na President Busie nale organizations standards ngoba sikholelwa ukuthi as we move on to democracy we need also ukuthi simi involve uNkulunkulu praying for all these things etendekako. Ngaleso sathu siyabonga kakhulu. Amandla
Amen. Siyabonga. Please allow me, program director, to run through the speech, say United Eswatini Diaspora. I'm going to try and squeeze everything within the but please protect me from yourself. Okay, the President, leadership of Swazis First, Democratic Front, leaders of all formations and structures represented here, all protocol observed, just to be on the safe side. Greetings on behalf of the United Mswati diaspora. It is with great pleasure and a great honor and privilege to stand here being part of history in the making. In the formation of a liberation and freedom front for Mswati led by a female in a hostile patriarchal society such as Swaziland, and right in the epitome of the commemoration of 16 days of activism, gender-based violence against women and children at its peak. This is real history. Amanda! This is real history in the making. Bravo, Shosho. Bravo. What I'm seeing here is very, very healthy. I see a 50% women representation, and you're saying bravo to women. Women power, bravo to the women. You deserve a big round of applause, especially in Ghana. The United Eswatini diaspora is 80% female-led. As one of the female leaders there in that organization, for all intents and purposes, it is my prayer, wish, and hope that we women support you every step of the way in order for this historic front to succeed. Because if we do not do that, as women, we'll be counted as those who have failed, and we have failed you, not just you, President, and your leadership, but we have failed women in general. So it is imperative for us, Unsegela, this is Paramis, the social dignity, and leaders of it. Nakanjalo ke siyabacela bobani siyabadzinga in the struggle to support women leaders. Will you do that? Please support this woman, not only her but the whole leadership. Siyabacela siyadzinga support here. Okay, as okay, ngidluleke lapho quickly. Some protected from yourself. As UED, our key and main value wheel is unity. We will speak unity in the midst of all challenges until we are all united. Because without unity, we will achieve nothing or less. We need each other. We need to be united as we work together in bringing down the oppressor. Our biggest enemy is royal oppression, not ourselves. So, our message to you, SFDF, is put God first in everything you do. So let him direct your steps, and let his word be lamp unto your feet and light unto your path. Then always strive for unity, always respect, and remember the people you lead. Put them first. Humility is key. Stay humble at all times and put people be people-centered, not self-centered. Let love lead. I'll jump the other. Okay, in conclusion, we would like to release a blessing in the Bible from the book of Numbers 6, verses 24 to 26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be glorious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Amanda.
From the President, allow me to say this. The woman liberated started here is actually a doctor. She is my spiritual walk. She grew me in Wisdom, But on the line right now, sitawubeka microphone yakho sine-journalist Mswati, comrade Zomat. Ngosi words of solidarity, akulalele Mswati. Musengakavakali kahle sizama kusotha lokho ukuthi sithole ivolume. Sevakala kahle.
Sekukahle Nkosi.
Yes, sekahle Nkosi.
Sibonga Mlangeni, siyibona umsebenzi omuhle, siyakuseka nje nakubo baholi beSwazis First Democratic Front. Nabaholi ke bonke bemarijini esebethulile nami nje ngibeselana bengisendleleni ngathi awu angimeceleni ngibuke lo msebenzi omkhulu nalomhle kangaka. Media ke sithanza nje ukudumisa ngoba umsebenzi wethu uncike kakhulu ebuseni ama-stakeholders sebenzisane nawo kahle. Sithemba ukuthi iyona-ke iphathi lensha leseyivela itawuxuba wona umsebenzi weMswati sitawusebenzisana kahle singiyona imedia-ke lena lebuke kona ukuthi ngekusekelwa-ke ngowomhlaba ibuke kona ukuthi le-democracy siyiphushe ngato tonke tindlela siriphote tindzabano yawukhandza ukuthi timikisa abantu nangolulekwe. Ngibongela kakhulu nje naye make Busie Mayisela nayo yonke i-leadership le-fire cards wena Mlangeni Dr Sphetfo le-fire cards Mlangeni Dr Sphetfo nabomema nalabanye nabaningi esebethulile. Angihlale-ke ngingakufihli maswadlamahle ukuthi naye make president sikalinyalo kwatana nangisabaleka nje nami ngeva usuke wabalekisana abanye nabo wabasitya nakubalekisa make president balekeka kuye wasuke wamukela njengamake wanginika nomphako ukuthi nangomphako baleka. Kuleso sikhathi-ke nabaningi basengakathi nalezo khona politiki. Ngiyethemba nje ukuthi le political party lena isetandleni zokuthomela impela ngoba i-leadership njengoba sonke sesilifakazile i-leadership iyafakazela sibekuya ngabatawuthi i-focus yamahadi imisebenzi yakhe. Nalo le phepha leli maswadlamahle lelibonako laxake laba yi-print lephepha leli laselivalwa nguye uhulumende. Yena-ke make president ake-advertise lana nisekela imali ngiseseyi-print yafaka imali. Lokusho ukuthi-ke lize libangulo lekungiko kukhona lichaza naye lalihlalile kusukela lisesephansi. Kujabuleka-ke nayo i-leadership ukuthi akusiso sonke isikhathi lapho khona siyayizivumelana khona naye make president kodwa siba nato tindlela ekusebenta solomane esingavumelani khona. Ngithi nje angikuqinise kakhulu ngithathanga isikhathi lesikhuni lapho khona lo msebenzi sokuphiki uma kuyawebeka sibuyela emuva sikungelela lukhetho siyakuthatha la Maswati siwakhiphile la sisakabheke emfuleni lapho etingwenyeni lapho khona ngoba asaphumile Maswati njengoba nibona ukuthi sekayakhona Maswati ukudala kodela kwendeni. Angiboni ukuthi angehlulwa yini ukuthi ukhethwa lingabi khona langabe sekakhona Maswati. Ngicela ukuthi senephetha bami imedia njengoba nathi isebenza naku-organization enjengale iyayisebenzela phayana secretary general ngivele uyawukhanza ukuthi ama-comments siwafuna kuye kakhulu on behalf of the organization. Iphinde isebenze na-president, nayingakamtholi president, isebenze na-deputy president. Bese kuba kuyo i-organization ukuthi bobani labanye bengafisa ukuthi bese iyasinika sikhulumisane nabo. Sibonga kakhulu wesithembe ukuthi njengoba ama-journalist alapho niyawusebenzisana kahle. Nako-ke ikhalo kumbe sikhwalo kulethisekile lokhanza kusukude akunehli kahle. Nangasancele ngiyabeseke ngiyamsenza editha ngifake leso sikhalo. Ngithemba ukuthi lena organization le ingeke ibese iba nalenkinga kumbe yekuhlube tema-journalist kunakabhali kumbe lokuthanda baphathi bami bese sesikhanza ka-journalist asahlukubetheka asayethuka sithemba ukuthi i-media freedom singawucala kwi-accessanda siyikhombise ukuthi akusiso sonke isikhathi lapho i-journalist iba kumbe ibe perfect kodwa kunema-procedures awukhanda zinawukhona kumbe ukubona ukuthi uphume eceleni right to reply within a press conference to clarify uphilise lofuna ukuphilisa. Sicela nje ukuthi le-organization siyayithemba iphethwe abantu abafunzile nabadisele nabane-background nabane-background futhi nakobhizinisi nakupolitiki. Sithemba ukuthi iyawulandzela le-political goal isebenzisane kahle ne-media. Uma yawusebenza kahle ne-media ngiyawukhanza ukuthi-ke noma senisebenza kuba lula ukusebenza kwenu ngoba i-energy yenu ani-direct kumbe ukuthi nilwe ne-media ni-director ukuthi nilwe ne-oppressor siwa kakhulu amandla.
Awukuthwa mhleli. Madoda msestuka.
Siyabonga kakhulu Nkosi. Nyalo sina Yuse. It's the Comrade Mountain on the line. Over to you, Comrade.
Anginanelesele nami. Siyabonga ukuthi nivusa inhlangano lentsha yekhulu leMswati. Labaningi kangwane ngiye ngibeve mina labathi hayi man akufuneka ama-political organizations. No, we need political plurality. Basic democracy is the competition of ideas. The more ideas are out there, the better. And let the ideas compete. And the best idea comes forward and will move forward in the struggle. That's all I want to say. Congratulations to what you have done to create one more new organization in Swaziland. Me personally, I don't believe in dialogue. I think that we need to take the struggle internationally. We need to take this battle internationally. Working in Mswati is not above the law. We need to really look at the precedents. South Africa and all these other places, they took this battle international. Ngoba Africa, been accountability. I'll just pick facts. Who said that accountability Africa? Leaders in Africa are Africa-based big men, and they look out for each other. They don't really hold their fellow leaders, colleagues accountable. It's a big boys play club where they look out for each other. So take this battle international so that we can hold this man accountable. Mswati. Simthatha simfake America, simthatha simfake European Union, simfake Commonwealth. They are going to hold him accountable lawo bantu labo. Hayi sadak mina ngithembe vele. I'm very sorry. Nako nje lengakusho emvele Nkosi. Ngicela ukuthi sithathe le organization siphakamise. Nangithi madoda sukumani nabantu funa la ngisheya. Nite ningene Congress batshela usikwendeka kangwane. Nisukume niye eNgilandi, niye eCanada. All these other places where abamncenge bamncenge emakhosetiwe bamncenge eAfrica isadaki yamncenge kwefana siye bekufana kuye dialogue last year what delay wathi enqwaleni wabuya kusolo namhla do and I don't think there will ever be dialogue namakhosetiwe. Ngicela nje uzobengene ukuthi ni elevate lemvo ibuye international ni coordinate ngiyajabula nje ukuthi ningithinze kusho ukuthi niyakhombi ngiyabona ukuthi okay kunabo umuntu eMelika. So some of us are here There are doctors here, there are engineers here, there are accountants here. The most brilliant of Swazis are here. You see, COVID thing you understand? Leading the COVID battle in America, Los Angeles, and there's Los Angeles, California, the boy grew up here, told me he wants to specialize in infectious diseases. Today, he's not only a specialist in infectious disease, he's a leading specialist in infectious disease. Ekhaya sibulawa yini? Sibulawa AIDS, sibulawa TB. You understand? So you must recognize ekhaya kunenkinga accountability. Kunamuntu America uphethe ama-billions la America. Why don't you bring him back to come and take care of the funds of the state and make sure we create a control environment ekhaya? So there's kunabantu abanjalo ke America. Kunabo physical therapists lapha bothabile. Kunabo banibani lapha. They are working here in America on their own. Kunabo Pesheya, who's in the head of IT in America. He runs his own company. A very successful boy.
Ibambe uthi Mswati ubendala wena manobatane.
We are time in Sabeka sekokote. Sabeka sekokote. Yeah.
Bengathi utsokhona lapho Zulumageba. Yabo ukuthi bananze lonke. Bananze lonke. Kusho ukuthi iphele GNU, iphele ikhona la.
Congress nalabala ngekhathi sina umuntu omdala asiwadala njalo khona. Labala ngekhathi sitabafaka ngicela manje ngifaka EFF. Ube mfishane deputy president.
Ngiyajabula kuba ingcenye yawo lowo mbuthano noma ke ngiyindoda lekhashane kodwa ke nginhlitiyo nangako konke sikanye nani silicembu le-EFF. Yeah, amandla abaholi. Yeah, ngitaba mfishane mina ezasashito nobhala silicembu ukuthi le EFF siyabonga lokho ukuthi kudalwa umntwana lomusha loyiphathi nathi siyiphathi siyabonga lokho ukuthi sesitawubambisana side by side silwe nale regime yedinkulu. Kutaba kufishane ke kwami baholi ngeke ngibe lokho ngichafuta ngikhambe isikhathi kushone nelilanga. Ngicela lokho ukuthi niyiphathi lentsha sibambisaneni in terms of drafting ama-strategies nale regime. Nokunye lengikubonile lokushodile emzabalazweni wethu sithi khanze silwa neregime but singasiko clear kahle ukuthi what really do we want within the mass democratic movement. Labanye bafuna lokunye, labanye in Swaziland, Baholi, the fundamental political changes that are required are those that will give birth to freedom and economic prosperity for the majority of our people. Power must be removed from one person because under the current arrangement, power is with one man, one person. Legislative power, political power, and judicial powers are under one man. So, ufuneka lokuthi sikushintshe lokho. Semqina as a political organization, ngicela lokuthi all times at all material times, you must uphold principle. Ningaqali nende mistake ekudlwa ku principle. I'm lucky because I've seen your documents. Ukhona lo ngithumelele namhle ekseni ngawabona. You must have a constitution and letabangulo mgogodla wale organization. So you must hold on to principle because it is very important in any struggle. People sell out because they are not principled, and being unprincipled undermines the struggle in the long run. So, in short, thank you. Siyabonga lokho sisenikhona, asibambisane, sethembe ukuthi ndayijoyina iPPA nibambisana nalabanye baholi kuchukele ke phambili nemzabalazo amandla.
Asiya short ke lo program director uDastole. Yes. Sinelubumbano la kuna comrade nozizwe. Asasume ngengoma siba sebade. Comrade somebody oh.
Yes, I am part of the movement. I am not the representative.
Oh, okay. Ngicabanga ukuthi maybe the easiest thing kutaba ukuthi sifonele comrade IB. No. Ukhona. Okay. Okay, agete ke. Nacenza kuta yena kaba seklazi la Swavisa. Emva kweswavisa kude iswayoko SPLM bese kugcina ePUDM usihlaba sesithetsi. Comrade Matsapsa. Sha yeke.
Comrades nada leadership angibongele ma comrades. Akaphinde ngiphinde futhi angibongele. Lapho nifike khona ya la madima khona ndasikhala. Nginomzabalazo lona ubulawe inkoyi.